Hey folks, thanks for purchasing a Big Woods Bucks Deer Call. I really think you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to work for you. It's going to help you kill some deer and see some deer. I've been using a call like this for almost 30 years now, and we designed our call around another brand that was been out of date for years. But originally, these type of calls, you might have seen them before. They were really designed to be a bleat call. Worked very good for that purpose. But I also discovered with playing with the different types of rubber bands and stuff that you can make a snort call out of it. So it's really a two-in-one call. And once you get used to using it, and it's like any other call, it doesn't always work. But if you use it enough and you use it at the proper times, it's going to work for you. It's worked for me many a times. I've had clients kill bucks by me using it. I've killed bucks by using it. Sometimes you'll bring in does, or just as often does. Doesn't make any difference, but it's really an effective call. It's quite simple to design. It's there's two rubber bands that hold these two sides together, and there's actually a top and a bottom. And if you take it apart, make sure you understand that the rubber band that makes the sound goes on the bottom, which is the part without the loop. The lanyard loop is on the top. That's going to be important on the demonstration. So you want to, when you operate your call, you want the lanyard piece to the top, because you're blowing into your air across the bottom of it. And to make a bleat, you don't squeeze on this, you just hold it out at the end. Don't be forcing this down any. You're going to just hold out at the end with one hand or two, and you're just going to exhale into it like you would with a grunt call or any type of call, and you're going to get the bleat sound. You can change it around. You can make long ones, short ones, or whatever. You can blow down on the call. You can put your lip at the top and blow down on it. It'll change the tone a little bit. So just experiment with it. You'll find some different tones. You'll see that it's going to work for you. The other side of it is you can use it for a snort call, and by doing that, all you do is exhale into it harder. And it makes a snort. Now, maybe it doesn't sound right at a close range. You might say, boy, that sounds like somebody hollering. It sounds too high pitched. Doesn't sound right. Guarantee you, to a deer in the distance, it sounds right to them. The way I use it is, if I jump a deer, spook a deer, hear one go, I grab my call and I snort at them once. Sometimes they'll stop and snort back. I've had them come walking back, sneaking back, whatever. But the idea of it is to relax that deer. He's going to think that whatever spooked him is just another deer, so he's going to settle down and relax. Hey, he might not come back. A lot of times a big buck, he's not going to come walking back into something he doesn't know what's there. But if you can settle him down by he thinks that's another deer, you may be able to sneak around on him. You might be able to grunt. You might be able to do something else to attract him back. Or if you stop him where he's going to stand there and wait, you might be able to sneak and circle around, maybe get a look at him that way. All it's doing is it's just making you be another deer in the woods. You're talking or communicating with the deer. A lot of people think the snort is an alarm. Well, it can be an alarm. But what I've learned over the years is deer snort back and forth at each other for many reasons, and the alarm is just one of them. Usually if a deer is alarmed, they're going to do a series of snorts. You'll hear, anybody that deer hunts enough has heard it. You know, you'll hear that constant snorting, blowing. When you hear that a lot, they're alarmed, you're probably done. You know, there's nothing that's going to make that deer come back. Deer that are talking or communicating to each other, usually it's just one snort. You'll hear one, and it's usually a longer one, and then they might wait, and they'll listen. If you snort back at them, they might snort back at you. It's just a communication thing. And again, it's just to settle them down and relax. And again, you can do it too much. I try to just do it enough to relax them and not to do it too much to intimidate them or scare them. So when I hear, again, a deer go, or even I might hear one that snorts in the distance, he might have heard a stick snap, might have caught a glimpse of something. I'm going to give one snort on this call. It'll be a long one like that. It's not that quick alarm snort. It's a longer snort like that. And all that is it's just this deer saying, it's me, where are you, who are you, whatever it is. And it's just going to relax that deer. So anyways, get out there, experiment with it, have fun with it. And again, don't be afraid if you don't like the tone of it, you don't think it's right. If you want to try different rubber bands, it'll work with several different types. And but like anything else, practice with it. It won't work all the time, but I guarantee it's going to work enough where it's going to tilt the odds in your favor enough. So sometime you'll end up shooting that nice buck with it.